So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, we can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario. A scenario which is pointing us where the price in the medium short term, where the price for the upcoming days might be possibly heading. So please, guys, before I jump into it, let's destroy that like button and let's try to reach 1,000 like in this video. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first. On my previous video, we discussed about this ETR normalized and Williams percentage error indicator. I showed you guys whenever we see this ETR normalized in positive 95 and Williams percentage error at negative 95, that is when we get this bottom indication. And in history, each and every time whenever this indicator has signaled this bottom, you can see the price of Bitcoin after that has done very bullish. I mean, in 2017, you can see after this bottom sign, the price of Bitcoin showed a move of around 1,990%. In 2018, a move of around 335%. In 2020, a move of around 1,321%. In 2021, a move of around 127%. In 2022, you can see a move of around 578%. In 2025, a move of around 65%. And now, this is another bottom sign, another buy signal in a year, a single year. So even if the price of Bitcoin, instead of another 100-200% move, even if we could simply show half the move from the previous buy signal, I mean around 65% was the move, right? So even if we could come across 30-32%, then you can see that could bring the price of Bitcoin around $140,000-$150,000. Yes, guys, I strongly believe there could be another blow of top type of formation, and only after that a reversal which might look somehow like this. So that is another reason why, even if the price shows more sideways movement, even few pullbacks, please simply zoom out, because if you zoom out, you can see Bitcoin is still looking very bullish because price right now is also following this parabolic curve pattern in a weekly time frame. Base 1, base 2, base 3, and now this is our base 4. And you can see what usually happens after base 4. The price after base 4, right, you can see shows another parabolic move. If you look at this example, after base 4, we had another parabolic move, blow off top type of formation, and only after that, a sell point. So in our case as well, if this here is our base 4, then we still have a blow off top type of formation lift, and only after that, a reversal, which could look somehow like this. But until then, again, any sort of a pullback could be giving us a buying opportunity. And even with the help of this leading indicator, I showed you guys this on the 1st of September. This here is a wider CPR. Wider CPR results more in sideways movement, range bound movement. Narrow CPR results in a volatile movement. So this was a wider CPR, which was supposed to indicate more sideways movement for the month of September. And if you look at it here, you can see it is not just only holding its ground around this bottom CPR line, which is a very important line for us. It is range bounding, just like how we expected. So what does this mean? If Bitcoin, right, fails to hold its ground around this bottom CPR line, which is around 110,800 to 111,000, if Bitcoin fails to find support above this key trend line, right, then despite we got this buy signal in our indicator, we must wait a little bit longer. I mean, a week of consolidation is expected. Just like here, after a buy signal, we had few days of sideways movement, and only after that, a parabolic move here as well. You can see buy signal appeared here, but it later resulted in more sideways movement, even few pullbacks, but at the end, it was the bottom. So that's why even if Bitcoin fails to hold its ground around this bottom CP line, starts free falling towards the first bearish target around 102, 103,000, even in that case, I want you guys to be aware that could be just a temporary pullback before expecting a V-shape or a U-shape type of reversal, because we know Bitcoin holding its ground above this bottom CP line means it is also going to line up with this right angle broadening bottom pattern, which is a reversal pattern. So according to this reversal pattern, it is a bullish reversal pattern. If Bitcoin manages to flip this upper trend line resistance into proper support, which will be around 113,000, then you can see this bearish continuation scenarios, which I showed you on my previous video, I'm going to show you later, are going to get invalidated because price in that case will start following this right angle broadening bottom pattern, which will be breaking the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, which is still bearish. Yes guys, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom only happens during downtrend, right? This is another bearish cross. So this is normally a bearish continuation pattern, but despite this being a bearish continuation pattern, since the price is holding strong above this bottom CPI line at this one here, what could be happening here? Bitcoin showing more sideways movement, and more sideways movement means a coiling up from this Williams alligator indicator, and we know coiling up from this Williams alligator indicator usually indicates incoming volatility. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that if Bitcoin manages to remain above this bottom CPI line, then despite this being a bearish reversal, a bearish crossover, we could be preparing ourselves for a continuation which might look somehow like this more sideways movement, even few pullbacks, but the end result is still going to be bullish. Yes guys, according to this indicator, despite it being a bearish crossover, if we look to the downside, RSI is slowly starting to hit above 50, which is a sign of strength. MACD has officially formed a bullish cross. If you look at this in a daily time frame, you can see this is a bullish cross in MACD. So that's why guys, I still believe any sort of a pullback could be just a temporary pullback, and price after that could be preparing ourselves for another bullish move which might look somehow like this. But let's suppose everything what I just showed you fail. Bitcoin fails to hold this ground on this bottom CPI line. Bitcoin fails to follow this right angle broadening bottom pattern. What in that case, even if the bearish continuation known as rising wedge plays out, right? Bitcoin after this bullish move head towards the target price objective, which is around 100,000-103,000. Also the first bearish target for the month of September. You can see according to our leading indicator, right? Even if the price gets attracted around this trend line, you can see after that we are going to end this bearish price objective, and price after that could be reversing. I even showed you pullback doesn't mean we are bearish. It could be just a temporary retest from the previous support line, which could be preparing ourselves for another impulsive move, because in a bigger picture, if you look at this in a weekly time frame, it is still looked as a higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. So any sort of a doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, until next time, bye bye.